Yo, beautiful people. I'm glad you could join me on Deranged Hermit Life. So we got a few more parcels in the mail this week, and it's going to take a while to unpack them. So we might as well just get straight into it and save some time so the video's not too long. Let's cut straight to that. So here we go again. Today we got 4 packages. So we got 2 from the US and 2 from Australia. This is one of the Australian ones. So I'm glad I didn't have to pay postage or GST on this one. At least save some of that money. GST is that goods and services tax that we get stung with here in Australia. We only have to pay that tax when we're buying things from overseas. So this one seems packaged okay. Definitely not as good as that one with the 2 pieces of wood from last week. But that one's going to be hard to beat. That's the best packaging I've ever seen, I think. It's funny seeing a little bit of people's character just in the way they package their cards. You can kind of tell how neat they are and how many times they've done it. How proficient they are at it. What kind of materials they use, and whether they just use some old bubble wrap they had lying around or anything else. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Everyone does it differently. Interesting to see. This seller has some real high-end cards for sale on eBay. Always look through his store and start drawing. He must have been in the game a long time. He's got some old cards that are just primo. And lots of those FNM cards too. The Friday Night Magic promo cards. The foil ones they give out. I don't know actually if they do it anymore. I've definitely never been given any. Not that I've ever gone to a Friday Night Magic, but I've got a couple in the collection, but never. Just ones that I bought off other people. Yeah, these cards were never going to get damaged in the mail. In a plastic case like this, it's pretty safe. With the padding on it as well, it's not going to get damaged. No way it's getting bent. It's useful getting all these plastic cases and stuff like that. For when I sell some cards, I can reuse them. If I run out of those wooden slabs. I definitely kept those wooden slabs from last week. They'll be reused again for postage. I wonder how many times they've been used already. Like maybe that guy that sent them to me, maybe he got sent them sometime in the past. Just reused them. That's the way to go. Like, I've never bought any of those top loaders, but I've got a fair few just sitting there, all with old tape marks on them and stuff like that. Anyway, let's see what we got. Oh, some foil lands. That's pretty cool. There's a few stuck together there. Oh, and my favourite card. Always get a bit excited adding these ones to the collection. Always just extra careful with these more expensive cards. Especially the foil ones. It's just so easy to damage him. Oh, I'm not so happy with this. The surface is way more scuffed than I thought it would be. I was expecting this one to be mint and I'd be able to send it away to grading. But I can't really capture it on the camera here. But yeah, there, the surface isn't that good. I've got no idea what Beckett would grade it, but at a guess, this might grade a 6 or something for the surface. Way less than I was hoping anyway. It might grade a 7. I'm not exactly sure. It might be a fun experiment anyway, just to take some real close-up photos of it, get a real good idea of what the surface is like, and then send it away for grading anyway and see what they give it. I think experimenting like that is about the only way to really know how the graders at Beckett work. I normally use Beckett. I know other people use other grading cards. I don't mind buying other ones, but I think I'll always send them to Beckett. I just like their cases and I like how thoroughly they grade. Yeah, a bit disappointed in this card. Oh well. Nice getting some foil lands. Not that I'll ever use them, but it's just kind of cool. I've got a bunch there already. Not of this type though, so. I found later there's actually a forest there as well. He didn't just give me 4 lands. There's a forest stuck behind that swamp. Anyway, on to the next one. This one's from Atlas. Another one from the US. These guys sell heaps of cards. Bought from them a few times. Very professional sellers. I'm surprised they don't ship around the world with tracking. Like, they always ship it without tracking. Maybe they're high-end cards they'll track, but yeah, you always never know when they're going to rock up. This one took a long time to get here. I'd messaged him and said, look mate, I think it's lost in the mail. I don't mind waiting longer, but it might be lost. And he sent back, yeah, we've had slow postage at the moment. If you can just hold on a bit. I'm like, yeah, no worries. So a couple of weeks later, it got here, and we're both happy that it made it. Obviously, little chats like that with the sellers are kind of fun. Like, he even thanked me after I let him know that it arrived. He said, "Thanks for these interactions. We enjoyed them." So that stuff like that's pretty fun, like a personal touch on the sales. Anyway, what do we got here? A Thought Lash. Yeah, it's a pretty cool card. They definitely don't make them like this anymore. This price is about the most I'd pay for it, but still thought it was worth it. On the graphs, it looks like it's at a low point. So, good to have a couple of these in the collection. Don't think I've got any before these two. So these are the first two, I'm pretty sure. On to the next one. Oh yes, another one from the US. This one actually got here kind of quickly. This one was only like 2 weeks or something like that. So I'm not sure what the difference was, but it still went through the eBay shipping. So maybe he just got it to eBay quicker, or maybe eBay did something quicker with it. I've noticed Atlas Collectibles that sent those Thought Lash cards, they don't use the eBay shipping, and neither do I. Anyway, what do we got here? Ooh, yeah. Oh, there's a bloody scratch on the front of it. Yeah, there's a big dirty scratch right on the front. Oh, that sucks. Obviously the card won't be damaged. But yeah, that scratch sure stands out. I think even on camera it stands out, but in real life, you can't miss it. Oh, that's pretty disappointing. Yeah, I'll try and show you. Oh, it's still nice to have one of these in the collection. Another one of these. But, yeah. I definitely wasn't expecting a scratch on the front. Anyway, what have we got here? Oh, this is another one from Australia. This one only took like a week. It's another good thing about buying from Australian sellers. They just get here real quick normally. Though I've had a couple from WA, which is the opposite side of Australia. I've had a couple of them take a month. So basically the same time it costs from the other side of the world. I don't know how that works, but yeah. Oh, this is a cool card. Aladamri. I really like the art on this card. If I can finally get it out of this top loader. This one's a side loader. Had me stumped for a bit. I just love the artwork on this. It's so different. Such a cool style. So colourful. Yeah, it's just cool. So retro. Yeah, that's my first Aladamri in the collection. And yeah, it's a really nice card. I'm pretty happy with it. Got this for a super cheap price. There's a little dot on the back. A little black dot. But yeah, good condition. Nice card. Very happy with that one. So as you'll see by these photos, you can make the card look absolutely flawless under the right lights. And taking the photos at the right angles. These first few photos make the card look absolutely mint. But then if you change the angle of the camera just a little bit and the lighting, it makes all the blemishes stand out and you can see the surface for what it really is. And in this case, it's actually far from mint. Lots of little scratches, lots of little blemishes. They stand out like dog's balls. It's like chalk and cheese, the contrast between the two. But this is what eBay sellers should be doing. They should be taking photos with integrity and showing the card for what it really is. It's just amazing how much difference between these photos. So, as you can see, mixed emotions this week with the cards. A couple of them super good, like that Eladamri. That's such a good price. And actually what happened, I'd ordered 3 of those Eladamri cards. The seller found he only had 1 in stock. There was some glitch in his system or whatever. So he gave me a partial refund, and the partial refund was more than the 2 cards. So the 1 card that I did get ended up being super cheap. So what a legend. Thanks to that dude. With the other cards, the Hermit cards, I reached out to both the sellers, let them know that I wasn't happy, and they both got back to me very quickly. They were both super friendly, and they said they'll give me a partial refund. So I got a refund of $100 for each of those cards, and that was reflected in the price that I showed on the screen. So if you want to know what I was originally going to buy them for, it's extra 100 Australian dollars, which is about 70 US. So yeah, they were both such good people and very understanding, and straight away with no questions, they wanted photos of the damage or make sure it was the same card that they'd sent, and straight away they just gave me $100 back for each case. So shout out to them. That makes the CGC 9 Hermit card just a really good buy, and I'm really happy about that one. But the ungraded raw card, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe we'll send it away to Beckett just for fun, because I'm really not going to do anything else with it. It'll be good to see what it does grade. Those photos definitely show the real condition of the card. So yeah, once you zoom in a little bit and take the photos at the right angle, geez, it's just a total different card altogether. Anyway, it's already a long video, so stay cool, stay calm, stay connected. Peace out.